Turn up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Entering in-game menu screen, you have 7 options. Resume is selected. Entering, cancel publicly.
We spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game. They emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Pistol, slot, there, close. Triangle button. Cross button.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
On play action, Prescott.
Square button.
And that's complete downfield to Cooks. 33 yards that time.
Triangle button.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Entering play call.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Triangle button.
Pollard again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions.
And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff kickoff is selected.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. From a quarter, dollar, quarter, top, 3 to 4, even, there, odd, overhead, cub.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete.
Entering
good coverage there, force the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. He's across midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way in for Cincinnati scores.
There are 7
Jamar
categories.
Chase, 81 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Entering play
That is
call.
one, no
Special
doubt,
teams.
that may
You have
come
6
back to haunt
options.
them because the
Return
PAT
left
tied it. They
selected.
didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
Full, normal wide. You have 4 options. Corner strap. AHD slim.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
R1 button. Circle button. R1 button. Pass protection. Square button.
Now Prescott.
Square button. Circle button.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Shallow cross. Tight Y off. Flood drive. Tight slots HDWK.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd
R1
down.
button. R1 button. Square button. Cross button. Circle button. Circle button.
Throwing.
R1 button.
Prescott.
R1 button. Square button.
That's going to be knocked away and
Entering play
incomplete.
call. Tight
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. But on that play, they held up quite well.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back
R1
incompletions.
button. R1 button. Circle button. R1 button. Cross button.
From the shotgun, it's
Cross
Prescott.
button. Triangle button.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down
Entering
yardage.
play call.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Entering play
Now a throw
call.
on first down there, but it's incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Cross button.
Prescott now on second down.
R1 button.
This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal.
R1 button. Circle button. R1 button.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Cross button.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options.
And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff keep left is selected.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Donald, 3 to 4, 4, 4, nickel, 4, 4, big over G, you have cover 4 pawns.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
9 is selected.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to air one out. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory, but I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they can do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
You have 7 options. HB stretch is selected. Triangle button.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And It'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
HB stretch is selected. Entering play call, close. There are 2 categories. You have 7 options. HB stretch, backs protect, cross button.
Here's Pollard again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Triangle button.
Now here's Pollard. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down movement.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say,
play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Entering play call from prevent Donald 4 nickel. Big nickel over G. You have cover 4 pawns.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Square button, cross button, post, circle button, triangle button, circle button.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. But their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Burrow will throw. He will find his man Chase complete. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Middle third. Yes.
Now Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll be brought down at the 27. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. A nightmare in the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
L1 button. L1 button.
They'll pitch this out to Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with their second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff kick left selected.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Although alignment option is set to default. Although alignment option, ball in air defense option is set to play. Cornerback matchup. Cornerback matchup. Option defense option is strict ball attack. Zone drops. Seam flat.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
3.
I'm one, right?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well,
CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. There's 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
R1 button. Audible. Square button. Circle button.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Triangle button. Circle button.
He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Triangle, flat, R1 button. Cross button.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
Square button.
And this is going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Entering play call. Big nickel. Over G. You have cover 4 pawns.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Entering play call, over G. You have 9 options, cover 4 pawns is selected.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 2nd down, Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Here's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Yes.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
R1 button. Audible. Cross button. R1
they go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Cooks will come in motion right.
R1 button. Square button. Cross button. Square button.
Prescott to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Entering play call.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Triangle button.
They'll bring a receiver in motion
Square
right.
button. R1 button. Circle button.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Taylor now returning it. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Cover 4 cons.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Entering play
the Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here we go.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. This is caught. It's Boyd. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps,
Entering
but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarters. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Entering play call, special teams,
the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go,
selected.
and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Tight Y off, tight slots HB, tight flex, tight slots HB, tight. Spread Y flex up, spread Y flex, split WR backfield.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Square button.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Fade. Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle
First
button.
down, Prescott.
Circle button. Cross button.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Entering play call, split WR backfield. There are 32 categories. You have 3 options. Verts WR scheme is selected.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Corner is selected.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Cross button.
To throw is Prescott.
Cross button.
Buying time to his left.
Triangle button.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Man free deep is selected. Give pushing.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Adjustments, screen run inside is selected.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Formation 1, 3, 7. There are 2 categories. You have 4 options.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And Boyd going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to the 39. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive. But a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To the air again, Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. Burrow will throw. Goes right back to Smith again. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
46. There are 2. Normal.
Here we go.
Audible.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Entering play
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Cross button. R1 button. Triangle button. R1 button. Cross button.
Prescott on first down.
Circle button.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Cross button.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown! It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Hey, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
3-2-0 blitz. Cover 3 hard flat. 0 blitz.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum and were moving the football. But something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone. And looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a return will stop right around the 25. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
L1 button. L1 button.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Pass.
On third down, Burrow. Short throw to Smith. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Tight Y off. Tight slots HBWK. Tight flex. Mesh spot. Bench.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Cross button.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Circle button.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Cross button. Triangle button.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
R1 button. Cross button. Circle button.
And he'll just toss it away.
So
he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taylor now to return it. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Over cheap. Cover 4 punts.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
You have 9 options. Cover 9 is selected.
Gun. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Burrow on 1st down. And that one complete once again to Higgins. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. From midfield now, Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
9 options. Cover 9 is selected. Pass.
Mixon will try the right side. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Pass.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. from 6 yards away. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed, they definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here.
Entering
and our score's going to stay right where it is.
We have 6 options. Return left play is selected.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Slot, there are 4 categories. You have 6 options. HB stretch alert bubble is selected.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Entering play
a good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Circle button. Square button.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15.
So where all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Field goal 32 yards.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one's CeeDee going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Cover 4 cons.
Here's 1st and 10.
11, MT, tight. 11.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got Smith here. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Option defense, strict wall option is over G. You have 9 options.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Burrow. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Here's first down. Throwing, Burrow. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
WRC selected. Circle button.
Prescott here to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Entering play call.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Circle button. Square button. Circle button.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Triangle. Fade. Triangle button.
On play action, Prescott.
Cross button. Cross button.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Entering play call.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Flushed out right.
Triangle button.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And my goodness, another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, still, don't change the channel just yet. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you...
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game.
Spread Y flex WK. Spread Y flex.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Cross button.
Throwing here,
Triangle
Prescott.
button.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Cross button.
1st down,
Cross
Prescott. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on